students, so today I'm going to be talking to you about one of the scariest experiences a student has to go through in their student life, and that is of course A-level results day. Now, I remember 2 years ago having my A-level results day and being sleepless for about 3 weeks beforehand. It was absolutely terrifying and it's a horrible little bit of limbo to be in. So at this point you've done your exams, you literally can't do anything else except sit and wait, and it's terrifying because people tell you not to worry because you can't do anything else, but then you sit and worry because you can't do anything else. So in this little guide I'm going to talk to you about my A-level results day, how I survived, and give you some top tips. So flashback 2 years ago and I picked up my A-level results. The 2 years has flown by. It has been absolutely insane how fast that has gone, but I remember it literally like it was yesterday. I was terrified, I didn't sleep the night before, and then I woke up about 7:30 the next morning to my phone buzzing, and I was like, oh, go away. And then I thought, actually I should probably pick that up. Picked my phone up and it was with an email from my university of choice telling me that I got a place. So I ran and told my mum, I ran and told my dad, and then I just got ready slow time, took a shower, and was a lot less concerned about going into school. So my first tip with surviving A-level results day actually has to do with a few days before. So if you haven't already done this and you're watching this video, please go ahead and get this ready for results day. So what you need to do is you need to head over to your University of Choice's website. This is your firm offer, your insurance offer, and any other universities you may be interested in, whether they are higher or lower grade offers. Now, this does sound a bit weird and you are going to have some material that you aren't going to use, but if you head over to the website and you pick out the admissions office phone number, your departmental phone number, and the postcode for the university. Now, why would you need these on results day? Aren't you just going to school to pick up your results? Well, yes, but then some people find themselves travelling across the country, and here is why. So when you pick up your results, you might actually have done better than you thought you had done initially, and that's fantastic, and you can go for a process called adjustment. Now, adjustment is where you've excelled the grades you believed you were going to get and have therefore excelled the requirements for your firm offer choice. So that means that you have a lot more universities to play with than you had before. Maybe you undersold yourself and thought you weren't going to get it, or maybe you just did really well revising. So this means that you go through a process similar to clearing, in which you get to pick a bunch of universities, or pick from a bunch of universities that have higher grade offers. So my advice to you here would be to get on the phone to the admissions office and maybe try and arrange an appointment, head over to the university. The best case scenario is, if you have your heart set on the university, is to literally get in the car and go. So that is my second tip of university, is definitely have a ride from your parents, a ride from a family member, friend, or maybe you can drive, or you can even get the train. But point is, it is so much better to go to a university you visited rather than one that you're turning up to in September having no idea about anything. The other thing that happens on results day is maybe you pick up your results envelope and find that you didn't do as well as you thought you would have. Now, it could be that you've just missed out on your firm offer by a grade and maybe your insurance choice is already full. This is a horrible position to be in, but if you have all those phone numbers and you have the addresses of the university, you can jump in the car, head over and ring the admissions office on the way, because guaranteed there will be call waiting times. Do not stress about it. Talk to a teacher if you're concerned, and it's definitely something that is terrifying, but it will all work out in the end, because I remember having so much pressure on me to go, into clearing and things like that. And actually, when I'd, gotten my results, I did have a quick look over on clearing and found out that even 2 weeks later, there were places open. So although there is a lot of pressure on you, also remember that there's enough time for you to sit there and consider and make a decision. The last tip I have, if you've done all that, especially if you're one of the students who've headed cross country to like Hull or Newcastle or Sheffield and things like that, looking at the universities, is to go out and celebrate. You have survived A-levels, you've survived secondary school, you survived sixth form or college or wherever you went, and now it's your time to sit there and go, okay, now I actually need to get packing and things like that. But take a night off worrying, take a night off being nervous about heading to university, and enjoy it with your friends, because everybody's going to be in the same boat. They're going to be excited, but I promise you they're also going to be incredibly nervous, and a last kind of night out and some time with their friends will do you all the world of good before you end up heading off to your separate bits of the country in the following September. How scary is that? So I hope this guide really helps some of you, because I know I was terrified and there is really not much you can do about that, but I promise you there is light at the end of the tunnel, and it is, it'll be over in 24 hours by the time this video is up, which is an incredibly terrifying thought. So good luck to all you students who've got your results, or maybe if you're watching this after results day, congratulations, well done, you're heading off to university, and stay tuned to watch more Studentpad videos on cooking, DIY, and just general student-y vlogs, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye!